Hello, my friends. Moody here. Have you ever decided to make a change in your life and went through struggles and maybe decided to not make that change due to, really not being prepared for something new in your life? Well, today I want to talk to you about adapting to change. I believe that it's a life skill. It's something that you do on a daily basis because everything in our world is always changing, so we need to be able to adapt to that. I also believe that it's a must to be able to adapt to change in order to become a leader. And I find that leaders really are flexible when it comes to change. They're able to adapt to change very quickly because they're flexible. They're not stuck to one idea or one thing. They realize that with change comes, the new and the unknown of what might come when you make that change. And today I just wanted to share 5 tips with you, which I shared earlier in a post, but I kind of wanted to make this video and share a little bit more on that with you. And I believe one of the first tips is to be curious, to ask questions, to find out the different things that might be involved with making change. Now, when you make change and you are obviously going to be doing something different, you need to realize that doing something different necessarily isn't right or wrong. It's just simply that, it's different. So you need to be curious and ask questions is probably the first tip when you're deciding to make change. The second would be to not be attached to one strategy or plan and to always kind of have a plan B or C. Now what I mean by that is not to say you make a change, you want to become something different in a profession, or you want to do something different just in your life to create happiness or whatever it might be. You need to have a couple different plans ready because, when you make change, you're not obviously going to just start off with having the results you want. You need to be flexible. You need to have some backup strategies. That doesn't mean to give up on what you're initially trying to change. It just means that when you start to change things, you're going to try new things, and if they don't work, just have some backup plans to say, okay, that didn't work, I'm going to try this. And if you have those ahead of time, it's going to be a lot easier for you to be able to adapt. Now, another tip that I wanted to give you is to create a support system. And I've written before, made some videos before on mentors, and I find that this is probably one of the greatest support systems because they've gone through the change already, and they can give you, tips on the things not to do and things to try yourself that has worked for them. And so another part is, family and friends, peers, other colleagues, maybe people within inside a profession that you can ask questions, be curious with. But I do find that mentors is probably the best because sometimes family and friends are going to think you're changing again, or you're going to do this, you're crazy. And we've all maybe done that or been that, and it's kind of hard because then they just harp on you all the time. But another tip is to understand your reactions and more or less your emotions. I know that when I first made a change to go into creating an online business and online marketing, it was new to me, and I went through a lot of struggles with it because I had to make videos like this, and I'm really shy and introverted, and I've shared that before with you, but it was hard. So I had to be honest with myself and find out what I needed to do in order to make that change. And really, when it came to making videos, I just had to bite the bullet and do it, and now I really enjoy it. And last, I think the biggest thing is to immerse yourself into new situations, new environments. And again, when I made the change, I decided to go to Miami and then New Orleans to these national events that we hold in the company that I'm in. every 3 to 4 months. And these events have really changed my life, and I do what I can to make it to all the events, which I'm coming up in the end of October, going to Orlando. And at first it was really scary because, like I said before, I'm introverted and shy. So when I first showed up and I surrounded myself with thousands of people, stayed in a house for a week with, I think there was 20 to 30 people in that house, and again 30 to 40 people in New Orleans. And so I spent a week with these people, and now they've become my family, and I really look forward to being able to spend time with them. But also, I share time with them in Facebook groups, and we communicate on a daily basis. And so when you are able to put yourself in new situations, new environments, you're going to start to absorb things from new people, new ideas, and it's really going to expand your mind when it comes to the change that you're in or looking to go into. So these are 5 tips I wanted to share with you today. I hope that you can make the change in your life that you desire, because it's well worth it. At first, you're going to need to be able to adapt to this. So go use these 5 steps, and I encourage you to make the change in your life. Remember to dream, believe, and inspire. Appreciate you.